Hello everyone, welcome to Money and Geopolitics. I am Shagnik Panja and today we will focus on a simple question. What if the most powerful currency in the world is not a symbol of strength but a ticking time bomb? Throughout history, reserve currencies have risen, dominated global trade, financed empires and then collapsed under their own weight. From silver coins to paper money to digital dollars, the story always repeats itself. Today we explore a life cycle of a reserve currency from global dominance to the debt trap. We will begin with the dynamics of a reserve currency. A reserve currency is not chosen by a committee, it emerges organically through power, trust, and utility. But what gives a currency this extraordinary status? And why does every reserve currency eventually lose it? Let's start at the foundation. The foundation of a reserve currency is power. Every reserve currency begins with real world domination. This dominance comes from two sources. Number one, trade superiority, where a nation becomes the hub of global commerce. And number two, military strength, which secures trade routes, enforces contracts, and deters rivals. When a country produces what the world needs and has the power to protect that system, its currency naturally spreads. Merchants accept it, governments hold it, contracts are written in it. Power creates demand. Then comes the trust factor. Because power alone is not enough. A reserve currency requires trust. Trust that the issuing nation will honor its debts, its institutions are stable, its laws are predictable, and its currency will retain value over time. The stronger the dominance, the stronger the trust. This is why credit ratings, central bank independence, and legal systems matter. Trust turns power into permanence. Then there is global utility. Because once trust is established, the currency becomes globally useful. Other nations hold it not just to trade with the issuing country but to trade with each other. The currency becomes the global lingua franca of commerce. Because oil is priced in it, shipping contracts use it, international loans are denominated in it, and at this stage the currency is no longer national, it becomes global. Which of course gives it a huge advantage, the stability advantage, as global demand creates an illusion of invincibility. Reserve currencies appear more stable because number one, demand is constant, number two, markets are deep and liquid, and finally, number three, crisis elsewhere pushes money into the reserve currency. Because during global turmoil, investors flee towards it and not away from it. Thus, stability becomes self-reinforcing, at least for a while. But there is a turning point, which is weaponization, as the issuing nation realizes something dangerous. Its currency is not just money, it is a weapon. By controlling payment systems, reserves, and settlement mechanisms, it can freeze assets, block transactions, and impose financial sanctions. While this is effective in the short term, this weaponization erodes trust, and other nations begin to ask, what if we are next? At the same time, another temptation grows. Because the world demands the currency, the issuer can number one, print more money, number two, run persistent deficits, number three, borrow cheaply and endlessly. Because debt no longer feels like a constant, it feels like a privilege. But printing money is not wealth creation, it is future consumption pulled into the present. Debt expands faster than productive capacity. This leads to economic challenges as no dominance lasts forever. Rival nations rise, they build alternative trade networks, they seek alternative payment systems, they question why global trade must rely on one currency. Economic or military challenges expose weaknesses that were previously hidden, and confidence begins to fracture. This leads to a situation called debt trap, as eventually the system hits a wall, debt servicing costs explode, interest payment crowd out productive spending, borrowing more only worsens the problem. The issuer enters a debt trap as it cannot cut spending without crisis, it cannot raise taxes without backlash, and it cannot borrow indefinitely. Thus, every option becomes painful, which eventually leads to the final collapse, as the final response is always the same: print more money. What once stabilized the system now destroys it. Confidence evaporates, the currency loses purchasing power, reserve holders quietly exit. The currency does not disappear overnight, but it loses its special status, and history moves on. So in this video, we have learned that reserve currencies do not fail because of bad luck. They fail because success breeds excess. Power creates trust Trust creates demand, demand enables abuse, and abuse destroys trust. The cycle is not moral, it is structural. The only unanswered question is not if the cycle repeats, but where we are in it today. So, this is from it, guys. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.